good move, but support stock to do its job. Thank you very much.
In reply, I call the honourable member Jackie Dean.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. You know, it's easy enough, I guess, to stand in this House and lament budget cuts to the Department of Conservation and completely ignore the realities of the fiscal restraints that this government is operating under. And it is easy to sit up in opposition and say we should be spending more money. Well, that's what they're doing in Greece. That's what they're doing in the European Union. But this government takes our responsibilities a little more seriously than that. And I also want to pick up on the comment that the previous speaker said the real economic value of not losing species is not realised by this government. Well, actually it is, because I am bringing this bill to the House, and this bill well and truly values our special creatures in New Zealand. It recognises absolutely the economic value that are brought to New Zealand, as well as all the other intrinsic values by these special creatures. And it is this party, it is this Minister of Conservation and me in this member's bill that are putting effect to those words. So the words across the House are all very well, they're all very fine, but it's this party, and I am the member, that is putting this Conservation Natural Heritage Protection Bill for the consideration of the Parliament and the Select Committee. You know, Mr. Speaker, bringing consistency into the legislation around our natural heritage, if nothing else, will send the clearest message to those who seek to profit from our most precious creatures. And interestingly, several members have said I wouldn't go near a jewelled gecko if I fell over one, and some people love them to death, but they are little creatures, and if they sit still enough, they sit on your hand, and they really are the most beautiful little things. They are an emerald green with yellow and white diamond markings, each marking unique, so that when they are photographed, they can be traced if they have been smuggled. And on the Otago Peninsula, some populations of those jewelled gecko have been smuggled, recovered at the border, returned to that habitat, but sadly that same smuggler has returned the next season and smuggled them again. And how do we know that? Because we can identify their markings when they turn up at the large trade fairs for animals in Europe. And so quite a bit is known about the smuggling of jewelled geckos, which are pretty remarkable creatures. And so the message through this bill, the clearest message from those who profit from our most precious creatures, is that we're on to you. And the message to the Department of Conservation, to those personnel in the Customs Service and Ministry of Primary Industries who hold the line against this smuggling, is we back you. We value the work of the Wildlife Enforcement Group. We will give you the teeth when you, through your investigation, through your... I do beg your pardon, Mr. Speaker. We will give them the teeth when they, through their investigation, their observation, their connections, their intuition, their sheer hard graft, apprehend the lowlifes who seek to smuggle our precious creatures and ship them off to offshore markets. And to those Swiss and German and Russian smugglers who come to New Zealand posing as tourists, well, just don't bother. We not only have the personnel watching you, but when our DOC, Customs and MPI personnel catch you, it just will not be worth it. It wouldn't be days in jail. No, under this bill, should it be enacted by this Parliament, it will be up to 3 years. The penalties, thank you Mr Speaker, will be increased for a number of other offences where wildlife has been endangered or protected, where natural habitats have been damaged, and the penalty for increasing, so the penalty, for example, for releasing a noxious animal in a natural park, for example, will increase. as will milling a stand of trees or converting a portion of National Park into pasture. So there are a number of aspects to this bill. Mr Speaker, I want to thank members for the debate tonight. I think it has been extremely interesting. I look forward to the process that the Select Committee will go through. I want to thank members for their support of this bill. I would be surprised, given that we are all New Zealanders, if it were otherwise. And finally, Mr Speaker, I am very proud to be a member of National's Blue-Green team and proud to bring this Conservation Natural Heritage Protection Bill to the House.
Thank you. The question is that the motion be agreed to. As many of that opinion will please say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Conservation Natural Heritage Protection Bill, first reading.
Honourable members, the question is that the Conservation and Natural Heritage Protection Bill be considered by the Local Government and Environment Committee. Those of that opinion will please say aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. I therefore call on members order of the day